Welcome to the audio podcast of Aredardee. Wait, how long is this? Who made this? Why is it welcome to the podcast.
Welcome everybody to our audio podcast. This is number 8, and this is Nick.
And this is Spencer.
And I am Sean.
And we are Aredardee.
Again, Spencer.
So, last week we had some minor issues.
You'll notice this is podcast 8, not 7.
We skipped over one.
It was a hectic ride to try to edit, and then it just was not possible. And so we finally just got all the stuff, the new stuff, which was a fun trip. So we have our own mics. We're all on one track now. We have a mixer, so I can make myself really quiet or really loud, and I can put effects on if I wanted to, which I think they're on.
Oh shit, I hope it didn't pick that up.
It probably did.
My bad.
If we have random effects, it's fine.
I can't be any worse than that. The last one, thanks Nick.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. It was
fault.
probably mainly the computer's fault for not reading which driver it was supposed to use, because mine does that too.
It's Audacity's fault for lying.
Mine automatically sets it up, so it always...
Mine said
The headset, but mine does it too.
Logitech USB microphone.
Oh, okay.
Like as the input, but it decided to use a different input.
Yeah,
or
mine
maybe
does it with
that
outputs.
was the input. It wasn't recording on that input, though.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works, because I've never had to mess with it.
Yeah, it's retarded. Mine did random... My other old headset, it would record off of it while I was wearing this one. And it'd be down there. And it'd be like... And then this one, it doesn't know what output it ever wants to use, ever. I could set all my outputs to one thing, and then it's all of a sudden out of a random headset on the floor.
But Audacity is free, so you can't really complain.
Yeah.
Nope.
But
So you said ride earlier, and that reminds me of why we were getting the soundboard and the microphones and all this fancy equipment to start recording our podcasts, and what we had to go through to then retrieve a working soundboard.
Okay, yeah. Last week on the podcast that we did not release, we had bought the soundboard already to get everything like tested out for that week.
That was hilarious.
And I had one mic, and as soon as I brought it all home that Thursday, nothing worked on that soundboard. Wouldn't turn on, nothing. I had a $300 paperweight.
Yeah.
And so then we had to wait a week, and they're like, "Oh, we got one. Come pick it up." I get to that store. They're like, "Well, it's not here. It's in Chesterfield or whatever, some other town that's not there."
Yeah.
He tells us one town. Then we were like, "Okay, well, we're standing there waiting for like 3 hours for them to get everything set up,
Right.
Like so we can go pick it up."
We didn't even play any guitars or anything.
Nothing, yeah. Cause
Not at that store, no.
We went to Guitar Center to get all this because they're amazing.
Oh yeah,
people.
we didn't pre-mention that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we went to Guitar Center.
And then we drove to Bridgeton, Missouri.
Was it Bridgeton? Yeah, we had to go across the Mississippi, so we were in Missouri. Yeah.
And
Which you should have got gas there.
should have. It was so much cheaper. But and then we were in that store for like 2 hours waiting for them to find the soundboard.
Played guitar that time. Oh, and some pianos.
And then it was an adventure. Glad we didn't take a cab. And then we got it all back here, and everything works. And then yesterday we went out and got to Guitar Center to buy another mic, boom stands. We are ready to go. We are upgraded.
And hence we are doing the podcast.
And
We
it
are ready to
hopefully
go.
sounds good.
Yeah, hopefully. I want to actually preview like the first 5 minutes of this before we go. And
Oh, and I felt like a ghost hunter setting us all up. Just setting up random microphones in a room and then not saying anything.
yeah.
Just picking up ambient sounds. And I'm like, maybe I'll hear a...
Do you even believe in ghosts,
No.
Sean? I didn't think so.
But, you know, it could happen. It could make me believe.
I've been ghost hunting before. It's actually kind of fun.
I've never...
But I can't play Fallout, but I can be in
I
an
know.
unlit
Like,
building.
I can totally go and like hunt ghosts and like do all that crazy stuff. And if like a ghost appears, I think it's awesome. Video games, no. I don't know why, but they terrify me if it's on screen in front of me.
It's
But
not
in real life,
Yeah, when there's actually a ghost in front of me, yeah, that's
you want to
totally
just shake
fine.
its hand, be like, "Hey, what's up? How'd you die?"
Right. Like I can handle that. Fake ones, no.
But Guitar Center was awesome to go back to that because Sean had like 200 plus worth of equipment, and he got like $50 off.
Yeah, he was just like $200 even. It's fine. Whatever. Oh, here's the
that
insurance.
Included the insurance and like everything else, like all the extras or whatever.
Yeah, this was nice.
They were gangsters. We actually met a guy from the same town that we're at.
Oh yeah, on our 3-hour
jobs
stay.
here. Yeah, because there's no jobs here. He works like 60 miles away.
I'd probably just move at that point instead of paying for that commute.
Well,
It's probably cheaper
Yeah,
actually
money.
for that commute because it's expensive to live over there.
Yeah, but I would still move closer.
Oh yeah, closer.
Yeah, closer would be nice.
Also, would move out of here.
Oh, and
Mostly.
while we were there, apparently somebody that works there owns a freaking like 1960. Was it 50 or 60?
Probably 60 or late 60s.
Yeah, it was
Mustang.
it was a cherry
Oh, that's
Mustang.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, had all the original stuff and everything. The first day we saw it, windows down, didn't care who's going to steal one of those radios.
Right.
And the second day, the shit was rolled up because it was getting ready to rain, obviously. But it was pretty cool. It was a nice car to see. Both times we went there, so it had to have been somebody that worked there.
Of course,
I want a
an
car like
avid
that one
visitor of
day.
Guitar Center.
Yeah,
If somebody wants to donate one of those,
a
I
Mustang.
mean, you can't really click a button to do that, but give us a call.
Yeah. Right.
We'll come
We'll
pick it up.
Bring. Hey.
Hey, you want a car?
Yes, I do. Oh, I plan on recording my first Let's Play, the solo Let's Play tonight. Starting on it. I think I'm going to do Half-Life.
I thought we had discussed that we're not calling them Let's Plays.
My solo one. My Sean Plays. My Let's Play.
Okay, all right.
I don't know what to call it right now. I'm going to name it something else when I actually post it. But I'm going to start recording it tonight. So it's going to be random
So generic
nonsense.
name Let's Play.
Yeah.
Working title.
I'm thinking about doing Half-Life because I've never played it all the way through.
It's pretty fun. Half-Life 2, right?
No, I'm going to start with 1.
Okay. Oh yeah, you got them all.
I'm going to start with 1, then go to 2, then go to 2, episode 1, then go to 2, episode 2, and then whatever the last one was. I think like Lost something.
I think
don't
the
remember
game
what it was.
mechanics are neat, but I've never played it.
I thought it was cool. The gravity gun is cool because the things you can do with it, like it's not like in Fallout 3 where if you shoot a plunger it just goes in any direction. The gravity gun will pick up these saw blades and you can shoot them and decapitate things.
Wow.
And they'll stick into walls and stuff. Yeah.
That sounds deadly.
Yeah. It's pretty cool though. Like the different things you can do with it.
That's the one that they used Gary's mod with?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
source code, anyways. So
Right.
Yeah. But
Which Gary's mod is really cool.
the hidden, that game looks sweet.
I got that.
That game sounds terrifying.
That's the game we wanted him to play.
Oh, yeah.
That's the game we wanted you to play. Actually, if I sit like Sean, I don't have to move my head very much.
There you go.
Yeah,
I
it
feel like I'm
sounds
holding a
terrifying.
squid.
It's awesome. After this, we'll have to show you the one. that,
I always said that I would agree to play a scary game, but you guys have to realize that it's more a challenge, like to see how long I can play before I quit, because I'm terrified.
I need to get... what's that one game then? I think it's like Amnesia, something in the dark or whatever.
No.
You don't have a weapon. And this guy is chasing you the whole time.
No,
And
I think you should play Slenderman.
No,
Or Slender.
no, not happening. Never.
Why not?
Because I've seen that game.
I'll be your
Okay.
legs.
I am. Oh, I'll be your legs.
Because isn't that how it works? Somebody plays the upper body and somebody plays the lower body in that game?
Are you thinking of co-op?
Oh, yeah, I am. Never mind.
Not a scary game whatsoever.
Yeah, you're right. Whatever. I thought the game mechanics were like that.
No, when on the Rage Quit, they had 2 people do it because they had one guy controlling the mouse and then one guy controlling the running.
I'll control the running.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we can teamwork it.
No, it's not happening because you're just not gonna run.
Just don't look at him.
Be like, I'm gonna stay here forever.
No, I'll move eventually.
Oh, I'm pushing the wrong button. Oops.
You don't think that would be fun? I think that would be fun.
I think you would have a lot of enjoyment from that.
Meanwhile,
You.
you would have like tears streaming down your face.
And a pair of backup pants.
Oh.
Yikes.
Speaking of poop.
Hey,
There
is that
it
the
is.
next thing?
I didn't even
No.
have to bring it up.
Oh no, speaking of shit, we saw some today.
Actually, I heard it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's-
I saw it, Sean saw it, Nick heard it.
And he was the one that moved.
He dodged it.
I
Like it
did.
was flying at him.
Like
There was a
monkeys.
pile, and it was swarming with flies, and I could just hear the buzzing, and I don't think pile of poop with flies on it because we're in the woods. So I think, there's a swarm of bees right there, so I'm going to try to avoid it.
And he did. He dodged it.
I dodged that pile of poop.
He didn't do what normal people do, would evade it. He dodged it. Like somebody was throwing a ninja star. But yesterday, me and Sean had after the Guitar Center trip, we had another adventure with some dead trees.
Oh yeah, we chopped down trees with hand saws.
Yeah.
There's multiple trees?
Yes.
Well, the one we actually
pushed
used a hand
over.
saw on. The other one we pushed over and then beat it with a
A
sledgehammer.
5-pound sledge. Not even like a long handle 20-pound or anything like that. No.
That took a while.
Yeah.
Sledgehammer is probably not the best tool to take
Slept
down a
really
tree.
good yesterday.
Yeah, I slept about like 10 hours. It was good.
You know what's really good for those times when you're tired? NOS.
No,
Wakes
really?
you right up, keeps you nice and focused. With new Complex 6.
I don't think it's
new?
new. But
It used to be new. It doesn't say that anymore. But, yeah.
I'm on
it's,
number 2.
Number 2. That's pretty much your limit, Sean.
You know what's also good for you and won't make you a crack addict for energy drinks? Good old-fashioned water.
We could go with some sweet water.
Let's
Oh,
not
God.
be Roman. Please. Not Roman Bellic or the Holy Roman Empire or even predating that to just the Roman Empire.
The Holy Roman Empire really had nothing to do with Rome, though.
I know, but I would say they're just... So we're not being Roman is all I'm saying.
He-
Any
he wants
version of
no-
Roman.
Yeah, he's like,
Can't even use the saying
I said,
when in Rome.
I said
No.
Roman Bellic.
Yeah, that's true. Roman Polanski?
your
Maybe? Yeah,
cousin
it's
Roman
iffy.
from GTA.
Anyway. So the reason we were out in the woods
Oh yeah.
was we're going to be starting our skit soon. And the first one takes place there, so we were kind of scouting out some places. Well, they'd already scouted them out. We were just like, they were showing me, and we were kind of talking about different camera angles.
And tricks and stuff we want to do.
And like, no, the ideas aren't finalized, so we were still tossing around a few of them.
Kicking them around the old factory.
Out in the woods. Factory temporarily moved to the woods today.
Coming to you live.
Mobile factory.
Yep.
It's more like that little mobile home thing you see at construction sites.
Right.
We should get one of those.
What are we gonna do with it? Where are we gonna?
That we can make that our office. Then we don't have to pay rent.
Where are we gonna leave it? Do we have enough space anywhere?
There's a partially vacant building my mom lives in,
Are we
i.e.
going
her house.
to put it in the building?
No, I mean there's a area near it we could put it.
Oh.
What I'm getting at.
Ah,
I'm sure she's not going to miss any of the space. Is what I was really getting at. But we were talking about the first skit. We still got to write it and then figure out how we're going to edit it and everything. But came
Well,
up with a lot of
rewrite
good
it,
ideas for
essentially.
it
Yeah.
and things that we might do and in the future. More skit ideas, I guess.
and speaking of the future, for the comic, we're actually going to do an actual storyline. It's gonna exist.
Yeah, instead of just telling one comic worth of jokes every week, we're going to start moving into the more
Story-based.
storyline because people seem to like that. I mean, that was our original plan anyways, but...
Well,
people
yeah,
seem
but,
to-
I mean, we had to, introduce our characters
Right,
and whatnot.
right.
Yeah, but we're finally moving into it,
Now
which I'm
that
excited for.
People have a
Yeah, that's
grasp
what we're
on
bringing
us.
up. We're finally getting into it for those of you who care.
We do have some pretty cool stories, so
Yeah.
keep an eye on Thursdays.
I was hoping that you were going to say we have some pretty cool followers. Some
Well, we
people
do
who
have some
like
pretty
us.
cool followers, but they already know that.
Yeah.
I mean, they like Aredardee, so they know.
Yeah.
They're on the end. Those 98 people.
Yeah, we only need 2 more before the
Special thing. That's
the
what I
special
wrote down.
thing,
Special thing.
like Wild Thing.
Oh, to something you guys missed on the last one that we did not release. We had about a 15-minute discussion about Hitler. What else was there?
There was a Nick story that he...
Which
The
story
guiney
was
pig
it?
armor.
Yeah, the
Oh,
guinea pig armor. Yeah. The other day I was sitting there and one of my friends sent me a link, and so I checked it out. and there was a eBay sale that had just closed. It was an auction for guinea pig armor. Now, you can't be mistaken. This isn't armor made from guinea pigs. This is plate mail.
And turned into leather.
This is plate mail for a guinea pig to wear. Selling for $25,000, by the way. The guy ended up backing out at the end, but yeah, he was going to pay $25,000 for guinea pig armor.
Toy armor, essentially.
Yeah. Now,
Like-
to be fair, it does go towards a good cause. I guess there's a bunch of wild guinea pigs in Virginia, and they need to rescue them. But yeah, guinea pig armor for
Wait.
when your guinea pigs go off to war.
Yep. And
Wild
if
guinea
they're not
pig
getting shot
in
by a bullet and
Virginia.
they're getting slashed
Yeah,
at.
yeah, I looked into it. That's what it was for.
That's a problem.
Apparently, it is.
Cute
Wild guinea
little
pigs?
rodents roaming free is a problem.
I guess. I don't know why. Because they're originally from South America, and down there they eat them. So I don't know why they don't just eat them here.
Well, because we're not South America, apparently.
No shit.
I think we're North America, actually.
Now, actually, we are recording from Peru. We just have really good American accents.
We're great at this.
Yes.
Also, we have the only satellite dish.
Awesome. And we apparently stole 3 Americans' identities, which is just, that's not...
I mean, they weren't.
You didn't really need
They
to know
won't be
that.
missed.
Right.
I was going to say, we keep them well informed when we have them in the cave.
Right. They actually write this for us.
Yeah. They do some of the work.
We feed them occasionally, every 3 days.
But our Hitler spiel got started last time. Why? Because Hitler was in the horror section of a wax museum, and
Yeah.
none of us
Oh, yeah.
thought that he should be in the horror section.
Like, I mean, he is associated with, like, a scary time in history, but that doesn't make it, like, horror. Because, like, you think horror, you think, like, Frankenstein and Dracula, like, scary fake things.
Right.
Not scary real
Like
dead
scary
people.
monsters.
Scary real dead people.
Scary real dead people.
And then we got off
I guess
onto
that's-
Sean's drawing of Hitler.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was it again? He was riding a dragon, had long, flowing black hair, playing a bass. Why a bass? Who knows? Could have been playing a piano. It's a fucking dragon. Could have had anything.
And it's
A
Hitler
piano
with
dragon?
flowing hair.
Yeah. Piano dragon? That's cool. You should draw that.
I don't even know what that would look like.
Is that a thing?
It is-
Piano
it is
dragon?
now.
It is now.
If we ever play
Copyright.
D&D again...
It's just going to
if we
be
ever
like
play
a
D&D
dragon looking like Beethoven playing the piano.
No, it's like a mimic, except for it goes from piano to dragon. Instead of just growing arms and having glowing eyes.
Just a dragon in a treasure chest suit. Or a piano suit for the
Yeah.
Oh, we got our first donation.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was one thing we missed in the last... well, we
so
didn't miss. You guys
shout
missed.
out to Sarah B, who gave us $25 of her hard-earned cash.
It's a
you,
big
thank you.
donation.
It is a great donation. Like, we were expecting, like, dollars,
Yes.
and then we got a $25 thing. But the other day, I woke up, and Sean sent me a message, and he was like, hey, we got a donation for $25. I was like, wow, that's awesome. Who's it from? And he's like, Sarah B. Isn't that your lady friend? I was like, oh, yeah, it is. So it was really great that we got a donation. I was really hoping it'd be from, like, some anonymous person that we didn't know. But it's still really cool that we got a little bit of money flow, so we
Yeah.
can do some stuff with Aredardee.
We're thinking advertising, possibly, but we don't know yet.
Yeah, we're not good at this.
But yeah, like I said, special thanks for that.
It's amazing. We
Yeah, 'cause
still
Nick's
need
the
to accept it
CFO.
because we need to make a bank account.
Yeah, we still need to do that. Well, I'm off the next 2 days, so we can do that.
Yeah.
Like when you get off.
I
work.
have no money, though.
I get paid tomorrow, so
Okay.
we can open an account as long as they'll let us empty it.
As long as they'll let us empty it.
Okay. We
Because
just
I have
at least
to
leave it
fix
in there
my
for like
car.
leave it in there for like a day and then go in and be like, what's the minimum we can have in here?
Right.
Yeah, because that's to be a business, and I've never dealt with one of those, so you're the CFO again. Well, you've always been. I'm just re-mentioning it. So you're the financial guy.
I am not.
I'm
As
telling
you can plainly tell, I spent way too much money on everything we have here today.
Yeah, but at least we upgraded.
Yeah.
And like we won't need
Yeah.
to again for a long, long time.
And we
Hopefully.
won't have to worry about somebody's track screwing up.
Yeah.
Or not having a track.
Or Audacity lying to us.
You're right. We'll blame it on the non-animate object. So okay, all right, we'll do that.
I mean, it's sort of animate. It's moving right now.
Yeah, but it doesn't have a heartbeat. It doesn't. Well, I guess it.
Well, if I
kinda
turn on the
reproduces.
metronome, it could have a heartbeat.
You're not gonna have a heartbeat, okay?
I've been making puns all weekend, and I couldn't think of one for that time. Really? Damn it.
Good job,
Yeah,
Sean.
because when we were hacking down one of the trees, he was like, it was rotten in the middle. He's like, it's rotten to the core. Sorry,
what was
I had to
another
throw
one?
the Briggs laugh in there.
We saw roadkill, and we didn't know if it was one animal in two pieces or two just dead animals. And I was like, it's a 2-for-1.
Oh, that was another one, yeah.
That was the only other good one out of the whole weekend.
Face slap, Sean.
Face palm.
No, face slap.
Oh, you're gonna slap him?
It's skipping a step.
Like you going back to the 1950s
See,
gentleman?
there's three forms. There's the face slap, the face palm, and then there's giving face.
Yeah, we actually, that's something we haven't covered yet,
We
giving
have not.
face. But I'm not sure it's something that we can talk about because it sounds sexual, not sexual.
Who's going to censor us? We could actually talk about whatever we wanted.
No, what I'm saying is it would be hard to describe it without somebody being like,
Well, that's kind of the point of it, though. To be sexual in a non-sexual way.
Yeah, that
oh,
really
yeah,
was it.
Yeah.
So to give face,
It's really simple, actually.
you would think that like it had something to do with you putting your face on something, but not quite. You take your hand and you just slightly caress a person's face
In, like, awkward
over
places.
and
Not, like, on their
over, like
cheek.
across their face.
And not just your fingertips, like your palm,
yes,
thumb,
caress
everything.
them,
Yes.
and you gave them face.
Yes, and they either enjoyed it or you're going to jail for sexual harassment. Had to say it like
Hopefully
Peter.
not jail.
Yeah. Try to avoid the jail one.
You
Yeah.
remember when people could be funny without using Family Guy memes? Pepperidge Farm remembers. I can't get over that. Sean read that to me yesterday. I've been saying Pepperidge Farm remembers like pretty much everything.
So a new thing that we're going to be doing on our podcast, a decision that Sean and Spencer made, is we're going to have Nick's story.
Yes. Is it Nick's story time already?
It is Nick's story time. I think we've covered everything else.
All
If
right.
I'm not mistaken.
We
So-
need a little intro to this.
Yeah, we do. Sean, make one.
Make an intro. And
Okay.
then make a...
We'll wait.
yeah. Then
Right
make
now?
a dubstep beat for
I was
Mike. Didn't he
joking.
need one?
What?
Didn't Mike need a dubstep beat?
He needed it by today.
Oh.
I don't know if I have the time to make it.
I'm just saying. First make the dubstep, then make the intro to Nick's story time.
So
We'll
you guys
wait.
got time?
Yeah, we're waiting.
This will be like a 4-hour
See, what are we at the podcast right now?
25-ish?
25. Yeah, okay.
There'll
And
just be
that-
dead air
we
for a
shoot
while.
for 30 minutes, so you have, less than 5.
Actually, I think he has less than 2 because he has to make it, then you have to tell the story, and then we have to wrap everything up.
Right. So,
Do-do-do-do-do. There you go.
okay, so part of my job is counting money, and we got to turn it into the bank. So I was doing a deposit, turned it in, and I'm sitting there at the bank, and I'm waiting for him to count it.
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to laugh too hard at this story. It's so funny.
So I'm waiting there at the bank and to count it, and I look over at the guy, and I know that he's finished counting the money. I've watched him put it in their little machine that flips down all the bills real quick and counts them and all that good stuff. So he's running around, he's checking stuff, he's on the phone, and he's walking back and forth. He has one of those really long corded phones, and it's just stretching across the whole bank.
What, from 1980?
Yeah, and I'm in the drive-thru, so I don't know what's going on. I can't hear him. And he comes back, and he's like, here's your deposit slip, and here's a penny you turned in. It's Canadian. We don't accept that. I'm like, okay. And he's like, I already called your boss and let her know about it. Great. So I go back, and I'm in trouble. They're very disappointed that I turned in a Canadian penny. Okay, I have worked with 3 other banks, and no one has ever said anything about a Canadian penny because it's a Canadian penny. It's the same frickin' thing.
Not if you're in South America.
So, right. This is true. I forget what kind of currency we use.
I think we use rubles or
Peruvian something.
right deniers. I don't
Maybe.
even know. But
Coconuts,
continue, sorry.
possibly.
We don't know much about our own country.
Right. But anyway, so I asked my boss, I was like, with all due respect, why was that such a big deal? Like, I've worked with 3 banks, no one's ever said anything about it before. And they're like, well, do you expect them to take British pounds too? I was like, no, but it's a Canadian penny. And I was like, besides that fact, if you have foreign currency and you want to exchange it to our currency, where do you take it? To the bank. It's their job to exchange it.
Yeah.
Like, well, blah, blah, blah. And long story short, I got in trouble for turning in a Canadian penny to the bank. A single Canadian penny. There was other pennies in the deposit that they took no problem. Canadian one, no.
0.01 cent.
Yeah, it's a huge deal. But yeah, that was all for Nick's story time, and yeah, I think we're getting near the end, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
Yeah,
We're close
we can.
enough.
That was a beautiful story. Now we need an outro, Sean. Outro it up.
Really? You're doing this to me right now again? It just happened 3 minutes ago. We're not getting an outro.
No?
No.
We could do like the more you know sound, like the ABC commercials. The more you know.
I thought that was G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe! That one?
That's the outro. All right. This has been Spencer.
Well, we need to thank everybody for listening and
No,
invite them
we're done.
to like
We're
us.
done here.
Can you just mute his mic for a minute so we can do this real quick?
I'll just use one of your mics. You can't mute me.
So anyway,
I think you're muted.
if you haven't liked us yet, give us a like on Facebook. Invite your friends to like us. We're shooting for 100. We've been stuck just right below it. We need at least 2 and we'll get your special thing out. If you really like us, send us a donation. Click on our little button. Anything will help, even just $1.
That donation link is on the Tumblr, by the way. I don't think I've mentioned that ever before.
Once.
So there's
I don't know
probably
if you
been
can hear
like
me, but
50
once?
people that wanted to donate, and they're like, okay, find the button.
Oh, you're not muted anymore. You didn't have to scream that.
Oh, shit.
I'll get that later.
But anyway, yeah, go ahead and give us likes, donations, anything you want, comments, suggestions, ideas, anything like that.
We're not accepting
Right,
job applications.
We love feedback.
No
and that's one of the things that
applications.
we lack a lot of. Like, we love feedback. We love hearing where...
I know,
what you guys
and we're
don't
freaking
like,
on the internet.
what you
You're
guys do like.
anonymous.
Right.
Just comment.
It doesn't have to always be positive.
Right.
I prefer it to
Critique
be
is one of the things
positive,
that makes
but
artists better.
yeah,
Constructive criticism, please.
that'd be
Yeah.
better
Yeah,
than
instead
just,
of
you
just
guys are
slandering-
fags.
Right. I had to throw that in there. 'Cause that just sounds like something you would say.
But yeah,
Especially for saying that.
Thank you guys for listening. This has been Nick,
And Sean.
and Spencer already said his name.
Yeah, he did.
So
Yeah, I'm not saying it again.
So this has been Aredardee. Thanks a lot.
Okay, now you guys don't have to hit a button, but I still do. There it is.